Torah and Horaah message for stepchildren in Halacha continued. Marrying the child of a divorced spouse. There's a long list of relatives that the Torah prohibits marrying. Some biological and others relatives of one's spouse. Most prohibitions remain in place after the spouse's death or divorce, with two exceptions: a wife's sister, whom one may marry after his wife's death, and a brother's wife after a husband dies, childless. This union is permitted as a levirate marriage, which is no longer practiced today. What happens if one marries a woman and divorces her, and then many years later wishes to marry her daughter from her subsequent marriage? This question depends upon the previously mentioned discussion. If the divorced wife's relatives are prohibited because a husband and wife are one unit, after divorcing her, she is no longer considered her husband's own body. The daughter she bears later from another marriage has no relationship with her former divorcee, and the couple can marry. The other option sees a relative of a forbidden relative as forbidden by extension. Therefore, since one cannot remarry his divorcee once she remarries, her daughter, which is her first degree relative, is her former divorcee's relative by the previously described extension, and the union is forbidden. The Aruch LaNer in Binyan Sion 136 discusses this question and writes that apparently Rashi maintains it is permitted, but Tosfos' opinion is unclear. The Achiezer in Volume 1, Chapter 11, was presented with a question which involves just this case. Someone wanted to marry his divorced wife's daughter, born after they divorced. He proves from various sources that this marriage is forbidden. In summary, the above-mentioned discussions prove that children of spouses from previous or subsequent marriages are halachically considered children of their step-parent, even if not to full extent. When the stepchild is raised in his step-parent's home, his status is more pronounced, along with an adopted child who is considered a child of his adoptive parents.